A wave of violence against Christians has erupted in India, where millions believe the country should belong exclusively to Hindus. Many argue that all other religions should be eliminated from society. Human rights groups have accused the Indian Prime Minister of supporting this extremist view, and several states have passed laws to punish non-Hindus. At 16, Paul was recruited by the RSS, a radical Hindu paramilitary organization, to attack Christians. Being Hindu and a member of the RSS, I became a fervent follower of Hindu principles, and thus killing Christians and pastors became my goal. For security reasons, we have concealed Paul's identity. He reports that the RSS targets Christians because many Hindus in India are abandoning their faith to follow Jesus Christ. One of the group's founders referred to Christians as anti-national and hostile, who should be treated as such. RSS members often combine Hindu religious education with self-defense classes and exercises.
They told us Christianity doesn't belong to a country because they are converting people. Therefore, we have to attack pastors and demolish their churches so that our country will remain a Hindu country.
Hindus make up just under 80% of India's population, Muslims 14%, and Christianity is the third largest religion in the country, with about 26 million followers, or approximately 2.3% of the population, and its numbers are steadily growing. Determined to stop this growth, Paul thought he would have his chance when a pastor visited his hostel. However, the encounter changed his life.
My heart was breaking when I heard that Jesus Christ's blood was sacrificed for me, that Jesus Christ loved me and He gave His blood for my sins. I dedicated myself to Christ right there and then.
Paul now serves as an itinerant pastor in remote areas of the state of Karnataka, India, often referred to as the pastor's graveyard, due to the intense persecution Christians face there. The situation of Christians in India has become increasingly challenging in recent years. Despite being considered the world's largest democracy, with a population of approximately 1.4 billion, India faces growing criticism from human rights and religious freedom advocates. Since 2014, when the government led by the Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP, and its leader Narendra Modi came to power, there has been a decline in religious freedoms. Dr. David Curry, a former member of the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom, describes the Indian government as the most sophisticated in terms of restricting religious freedoms outside of China. Violence against Christians has increased significantly under the Modi government. Extremist Hindu groups such as the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, RSS, often linked to the Prime Minister's party, are responsible for most of the attacks. Pastors and believers report incidents of vandalism in churches, physical assaults, and arbitrary arrests. One of the main instruments of persecution are the so-called anti-conversion laws. As of 2023, 12 of India's 28 states had passed these laws, which criminalize religious conversions deemed forced or fraudulent. In practice, these laws are often used to intimidate and persecute religious minorities, especially Christians and Muslims. Pastors and religious leaders face unfounded accusations of forced conversions, resulting in arrests, interrogations, and violence. They view India as the sacred land of Hinduism and intend to force this to happen, which includes passing laws that criminalize religious conversions, especially targeting Christian and Muslim minorities. Last September, Karnataka became the 10th Indian state to pass these so-called anti-conversion laws, resulting in a prison sentence of 3 to 5 years for anyone found guilty of illegally converting people to Christianity. Since this anti-conversion law was passed, authorities have alleged that we are forcibly converting people. Many report having to conduct their religious activities in constant fear of reprisals. Despite the adversities, many Indian Christians remain firm in their faith. Don Shank, leader of an organization that has been broadcasting Christian radio programs in India since 1978, highlights the resilience of these communities. Hindu radicals damaged my bicycles, set fire to Bibles and burned them, entered our church during worship and beat people. The police came to my house several times. I was taken to the police station and repeatedly accused of forcing people to convert. They never have any evidence. 12 of India's 28 states, most of them governed by Modi's BJP party, now have laws regulating religious conversions. These states have also witnessed an increase in mob violence against Indian Christians. The Modi government is accused of promoting a radical Hindu ideology that considers only Hindus as true Indians. This view treats other religions, particularly Christianity and Islam, as foreign and undesirable in Indian society. Although the Indian constitution guarantees religious freedom, the reality on the ground is often different. The international community and human rights organizations continue to closely monitor the situation, expressing concern about the decline of religious freedoms in the world's largest democracy.